Hi, this is Ricky-san. I'm a Pi consultant. Today, the topic of discussion is Kerberos delegation. Kerberos delegation is a security setting that we need for Pi Visions, right? Pi Web API and Pi SQL DAS. And it is not for data link as well as PostgreSQL because their connection is direct. They don't need delegation, right? To tell you a little bit of the high level concept, right? What is Kerberos delegation, right? Like this kind of a fancy name, right? When I first hear it from OSI Soft, when Pi Vision just came out, right? It's like Kerberos delegation. What is it? What is it, right? Like now I'm going to explain to you, right? So Kerberos delegation is to hop your users from one end to the next until the end, right? And in our case, for Pi Visions, we have a web browser, right? Web browser usually used for Pi Web API and Pi Visions, right? You go open a website, right? All you know is like, oh, I open a website, I see display, but what's behind the scene, right? You have a Pi Vision servers, right? Which ones as a service account, right? And your users, your login user from the Active Directory is going to go through this to the end, right? Guess what is the end? The end could be the Pi data archive, right? And as well as the AF server, right? So you hop your users from the browser all the way to the end. And then your users will be able to show up in the AF server or data archive, right? So why this is important? Why am I talking about this, right? It is important because you want to apply the proper permission for the for your users to access the data in the Pi data archive as well as the AF server. Or else you would use PyTrust. PyTrust is not it's not a suggested way to access data. OSI said, right? And also for to me, in my opinion, is like your users. Let's say you have a CEO, and you and yourself and your manager and the operator, right? All of them will have the same level of access if you are using PyTrust to access the data. If you didn't set Kerberos delegation, that is why it is important. Sometimes, well, I guess to an extent, it will be important if you think security is a thing for your company. If data can access anywhere, everyone have the same access, then it is totally fine. Let's talk about the how, right? I think that's the big question. Like, oh, you tell me so much about this is important and why this is important, right? Like, let's address the how question. To configure Kerberos delegation, double hop, right? Another name is you need to set SPN, right? And in order to set SPN, you will need domain admin right. You need domain admin permission to be able to type in the command, right? Set SPN, right? So after you did that, then you would be able to see a delegation tab, right? Delegation tab on the service account within the Pi Vision service account. You can access that through the Active Directory, which is IT, right? Like you have to ask IT to give you, like, you see what's in the service account, right? Like in the delegation tab. And Once you find the delegation tab, all you need to do is set up a couple radio buttons, right? And we call them to set it constraint delegation, right? To constraint delegate to the data archive as well as AF server, right? You will need to add those servers on the list in that account, right? In that service account. And then once you've done that, ideally things will be working, right? Then your users will be able to hop here and then delegate to here at the end. Data archive and AF will know. Things do not happen always like ideal, so and I have hit that problem many times, right? Things are not working. When I look at the data archive, like, oh, it cannot access the data, right? It's not working. AF, right? Not working. Like, why my users cannot be double hop to here? I cannot see that person there, right? And then you'll have to troubleshoot it. You will have to enable the Kerberos logging. And for the servers, you initialize the request as well as you enable Kerberos logging in your PyVision server. Then you will see like how things go from one location to another and where does it block, right? And there's usually indication, and then you can go into the article from OSIsoft and search for those errors, right? And then if that still doesn't work, right, your best option, because you have already spent so much time configuring it, right, you contact OSIsoft or FIFA tech support to help you figure it out, right? They have expert helping you, right? Assuming you already read the manual, you already read the article, right? You try install it yourself and it doesn't work, right? Don't just go there and ask tech support, can you configure Kerberos delegation for me? I guess they will send you an article for it, but they won't configure it for you, right? So you have to do it yourself. An other way which I offer for you is to help you take the ownership, and I do it for you so that you don't have to go through these hassles of talking to IT, and I know exactly what need to be done, and I can tell the IT what need to be configured because I've done it many times, right? And I charge a flat fee. You can link in, yeah, you use LinkedIn to message me, then we'll help you out and set that Kerberos delegation only if you think security is important for you. If security is not important, just use PyTrust, and that is completely fine. Many of my clients use PyTrust as well. They said, well, there's no need, like we're still a small company, but when you get bigger, then maybe security is a thing for you, maybe an initiative, then you would want to set everything up properly, right? The choice is yours, right? Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Please don't forget to subscribe as well as hit the bell icon. Bye.